Okay, let's get to some breaking news on a major media merger getting one step closer to reality. Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders have voted overwhelmingly to approve the merger with Paramount Skydance. The multi-billion-dollar plus offer for Warner Brothers Discovery includes popular networks TNT, CNN, and Discovery Channel. Paramount Skydance is the parent company of CBS News. Now, Paramount Skydance chairman and CEO David Ellison released a statement on the next steps in the merger, saying in part, on the regulatory front, we continue to engage constructively with regulators and we are making progress toward securing the approvals needed to close the transaction. I want to bring in CBS News senior business and tech correspondent Ling Kent. Ling, thank you for your time today. So can you take us through what was and wasn't approved in all this?
Yes, absolutely. So what was approved was the merger itself, the combining of these two big companies. This was a shareholder vote that happened this morning, and it was an overwhelming yes. It was a very quick vote. It happened in the span of about 10, 15 minutes, all virtual. And that was largely expected. This comes after the board of Warner Brothers Discovery unanimously approved the deal after Netflix exited the race to acquire the company. And so that was a foregone conclusion in a sense. What was not approved, though, was compensation for the executives. However, that is a non-binding vote for shareholders, which means that the compensation, as it was outlined by the SEC in the latest filing from Warner Brothers Discovery, will indeed hold. And in case you're wondering about who's getting compensated what, it's mostly about the CEO and president of Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav. And he is going to walk away with $34.2 million in cash severance when this deal closes, $517.2 million in equity in Warner Brothers Discovery that will cash out when the transaction closes and WBD is delisted, as well as $44,000 in continued health coverage and reimbursement benefits. We're talking about a total of about $550 million for Zaslav to walk away from his position of leadership at Warner Brothers Discovery upon the merger. He could also receive up to $335 million in taxes, reimbursement for taxes assessed by the IRS. That number, though, could go down significantly if this deal doesn't close by the end of the year.
Yeah, wow, a lot of money for one person. Julian, so we know that this deal still needs some regulatory approval, right? And not just here in the U.S. So what is the timing on that? And also, what are the challenges that Paramount Skydance faces?
Yeah, Paramount Skydance, which of course is the parent company of CBS News, they are expecting that, the regulatory approval will happen here in the United States. It's no secret that the Ellison family has a close relationship with the Trump White House.
Right.
But if you look overseas, that is where many of the challenges may come about. We're talking about the UK, the European Commission, and to a smaller extent, Canada. And the issues here are about streaming, access to this combined large catalog of content, and who has access to it in addition to the linear assets when we're talking about, say, Channel 5 in the UK and other sort of linear TV assets. So what could happen, but is very unlikely, is a total block, say, from the UK. But what we expect to see is a couple of different phases of inquiries, investigations, and that would likely take several more months. We don't expect this deal to fully close on the regulatory front until towards the end of the year, but certainly here in the United States, we expect to see the deal get waved through by regulators. The question will be what happens overseas, and that matters for this company. And as you said earlier, Ellison saying there that he plans to cooperate. The company will cooperate with all of the different questions that they receive on this front. But certainly very interesting to look at the fuller picture when it comes to the global impact of what this combined company could be going through.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. Ling Kent, thank you so much for walking us through that. We appreciate it.